Different parts of the foot in relation to dance. In dance, we try to make the students aware of the different parts of the foot. The parts of the foot that are used most often in our dance movements. This awareness helps gives them better understanding of how these areas function, helping them to be able to improve their strength and their technique with this knowledge. Some of the places of the foot that we focus on are the ball of the foot, the arch of the foot, and the ankle. The arch of the foot. Dancers are always concerned about the shape of their feet, specifically the arch. The arch is the curve that is made under the foot, extending from the toes to the heel. The foot has 3 arches. These are 2 longitudinal arches, the medial and lateral, and 1 anterior transverse arch. These arches are found in the middle of the foot, formed by the tarsal and metatarsal bones. The medial longitudinal arch is found on the inside of the foot. The lateral arch is found on the outside of the foot, and the transverse arch runs along the top of the foot. The arches have the following roles. It helps provide stability, helping to distribute the weight while standing, also aiding in balance. It helps in weight bearing, distributing the body's weight through the bones of the foot via the arches. It helps in shock absorption, assists in walking, running, and jumping, adds flexibility to the foot. When we discuss a person's arch, it is either a high arch, a low arch, or flat feet. A high arch is also known as a cavus foot, and is when the arch of the foot is more raised than normal. When the foot is flat on the floor, the arch doesn't touch the ground. Dancers are always striving for this beautiful high-arched foot. It is most desired for creating a beautiful shape that adds to the line of the leg and foot on extensions. Many dancers spend endless hours trying to enhance the shape of their foot and arch to attain this look. It is a beautiful foot in dance, but it does come with its disadvantages. A foot that has a high arch is usually a very flexible foot, and with that comes weakness. There are injuries that are often connected to high arches. These are rolled and sprained ankles and plantar fasciitis. Higher arches can also put strain on joints and muscles. Dancers with high arches need to spend enough time strengthening the foot and muscles around to avoid injuries. A flat foot. This is the opposite to a high-arched foot. It is also called fallen arches or collapsed arches, and is when the entire sole of the foot touches the floor. This type of foot has either no arch at all or a very low arch. This often occurs when the arches of the foot do not develop during childhood. These are often very strong feet, but do not have the flexibility in the foot. Much time has to be spent on stretching this foot. Next, we look at the ball of the foot. Another very important part of the foot that is used in dance is the ball of the foot. Think of the little ballerinas running on their toes like fairies across the floor, or dancers pirouetting on a solid base of the 3/4 point. The ball of the foot is the cushy padding found underneath our foot, between your arch and toes, where the toes attach to the foot. The ball of the foot is very important in dance. Dancers strive to have a strong 3/4 point. When dancers are strong in this position, they are able to turn and balance all on this part of the foot. The ankle joint. The ankle joint is also known as the talocrural joint. It is the joint that connects the tibia and fibula to the talus of the foot. This joint is known as a hinge joint, which allows the foot to move up and down, much like that of the opening and closing of a door. Ankle strength is very important in dance. If a dancer has strong ankles, this will aid stability and security, as well as guarding against injury. That brings us to an end of this section, where we looked at the different parts of the foot in relation to dance. Join us for our next section, where we look at what makes a good foot.